Hello everyone, and welcome to a video on Microsoft Office 2013 Word and setting and understanding the different basic tab functions within that. So today we're going to create 4 simple columns and a couple of different lines to show the examples that we're using today of the different tab options that you have within Microsoft Word 2013. So as you can see here, we're in Microsoft Word 2013 and we have a brand new blank document open. And at the top here, you can see that we have the rulers enabled. By default, this is not actually turned on, so you'll actually need to click View at the top in the tabs, and then go over here to this section and make sure that the ruler box is actually checked. So we will recheck that just to make sure that it's checked. And as you can see, we do have the rulers both horizontally and vertically. And in the top left-hand corner here, where the 2 rulers meet, we have the tab indicator. So this indicator shows us which tab is being selected. Currently, I have the left tab selected, and the left tab is used for left justifying against the tab. So in this case, today we're going to create a short little list of users and how much money they spend. So we're first going to go ahead and left click on the ruler anywhere you'd like, and then as you're clicking and holding down that left mouse button, you're going to drag that cursor around, and you can see that cursor kind of follows us around wherever we want to go. And we're going to drag it all the way over here to the margin line, and then we're going to release, and now we're on that left justified tab. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to enter in a name. Let's add good old Bob Smith in. Alright, the next tab that we're going to create is a center justified tab. So center justified tabs are really great for things like state names or zip codes, something that's pretty short most of the time, but something that you want to center the text on. So maybe it might be the position or title of a person. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and click the tab indicator again, and as you can see, it's changed us to the center tab. So once again, we'll go over here to the ruler, and we'll left click and hold, and now we can drag our center tab wherever we'd like it to be. I'm going to go ahead and choose the 2-inch mark line, and then as you can see, that tab is placed, and so now I'll hit the tab key on the keyboard to go over to our next tab, and sure enough, we've lined up perfectly with our tab. So now that we're on the center justified, you'll see that as I start to type here, that it's going to center against that center tab. So Bob Smith lives happily in San Jose, California. And we're going to add another center line here for the state. And tab over, and California. We're going to enter in with just the CA. Alright? And now we're going to put in the amount that Bob Smith spends on a monthly basis. So again, we're going to click the tab indicator, and we're going to click it twice, because now we actually want to see the decimal tab. Now the decimal tab is used for entering numeric values that have obviously a decimal. So it's great for entering in numbers and currency amounts, things like that. So let's go ahead and go back over to our ruler, and we're going to drag over to the 4.5-inch mark for that decimal tab. Then we'll go ahead and hit the tab key on the keyboard, and as you can see, it took us right over to where our tab is located on that 4.5-inch line. And now as we type what Bob is actually spending here, we can see that it's actually centering against that decimal point. So that's why it's called the decimal tab. And what it's actually doing is it's right justifying everything to the left of the decimal point and left justifying everything to the right of the decimal point. So it doesn't matter how many numbers we enter here, it's going to expand that whichever way we want. Same thing if we go to the left side of the number. It will just keep adding on as if it were right justified. Okay, and finally our very last one is going to be the right tab. So the right tab looks like a backwards L on here. And so what we'll do is we'll go back to the ruler again, and we'll hold down that left mouse button and drag our marker all the way over here to the right margin. And now we'll hit our tab key on the keyboard, and now we're going to type paid in full. And as you can see, as we type there, it right justified all of that text. So that's exactly what we expected to do. Now, if you set up these tabs right from the beginning, at the beginning of your document or the beginning of wherever you want to have these lines that follow this pattern, those tabs will remain throughout the whole thing. However, if you just select a piece of a line and enter these tabs, then you'll have some issues. One other important thing to remember about tabs is how to remove them. So sometimes it can be difficult if you're not really agile with the mouse. So the first thing you want to do is, let's say that we want to actually remove this, this center tab for San Jose. We don't like it, we just want to get rid of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually click on it with the left mouse button and drag down. Now as you can see, it kind of like faded a little bit there, that little icon, and as we release the mouse, it goes away. Now notice, now as you can see, we're on a new line and it only removed it from that entire piece. So how do you get rid of it for all of the lines? So for the thing that you have to do is select all of your information. You can do that with the Control-A key combination or just highlight it with your mouse. And then go back up and do the same thing. Click and pull down. It'll fade, and then our San Jose goes away and actually tabs over to the very next line in the piece here. So that's how you do it. That is the basics of using tabs in Microsoft Word 2013. I'm Chris from Informa IT. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was informative, and I hope you'll check out some more of the videos.